Yo, what up? It's your boy Owen JJ Stone, aka Odocta, and welcome to another episode of TechDoc. And it's in the middle of the holiday season, if you include New Year's as a holiday. And so there's not a lot of news going around. If there is, I really don't care about it. So I'm not looking at anything new per se, because we got CES coming up around the corner with new fancy stuff. But just looking back on this year, there was like a few cool things that I saw that I thought were awesome, and there were a couple of big things that I think are really important for the future of technology that matters. One of the cool things I saw was a guy created a wheelchair that is motorized that can go up steps. Now the way it works is it backs you up to the step, and then it raises the chair, and then it like basically crawls up the staircase. I thought that was ingenious. I have a family member in a wheelchair. I have a couple of friends in wheelchairs, and God bless them, because I don't know how I could ever do it. They're like the strongest people I know, because I just can't ever see myself being in that situation. And they deal with it and battle through it and live a life and going about their business. But there are a lot of things you wonder, like, oh man, we wish they could do this or go there. And this chair is pretty sweet. I mean, solving a problem like that, apparently the chair goes up all kinds of staircases, even a spiral staircase. And for people that want to go visit certain things or museums, now everything's handicap accessible, etc., but there are places that are not, and that's just the way it is, either because of the way they were built, they're historic buildings, and it just doesn't work out that way. So this chair in the future, I'm sure, is crazy expensive, but once it gets developed more and people can get it readily available, I think that that is an amazing use of engineering, technology, time, and awesomeness. So congrats to those guys who made that thing, because I think it's pretty awesome. Something else about drones. So a lot of people got drones for Christmas. 'Tis the season, so it's like Drone City out there. The FAA tried to put out something where you got to register your drone and all this and that. Who cares about that? The one cool thing I saw about a drone is there's this underwater hybrid drone, so it can go underwater and then come out of water and fly. It's being developed for basically when people are like working on bridges and stuff underwater and things like that. It's connected to a cable and has to be operated via a cable, so it is limited. But again, under development, I think it's pretty awesome. When you look at it, you watch it submerge and then, you know, swim. I don't want to say fly around through the water, but it's swimming around through the water and then it flies through the air. That is a cool drone. That is a useful, purposeful drone. My buddy got a little tiny drone, was flying all around the house at Christmas, and it was buzzing people in the head, got stuck in his girl's hair. I mean, you know, you call that a drone, I call it like a fly swatter thing. Been having those little helicopter things for forever, but I guess it's cool to have a drone. Even if it's this big, you want to have a drone. Cool. There are things you should know about having a drone. First of all, people lost thousands and thousands of dollars this holiday season on drones. Mental note, remind people about something else stupid people that spend a lot of money on lost money. But drones, when you have a drone, real simple. If you don't live in a field, a park, or a wide open space, do not start your drone up. I know you're a 5-year-old, 88-year-old man, and you can't wait to fire up this drone, but there are videos all over the internet where people set their drone up and the drone just ghosted and flew away. My other favorite one is the guy who launched his drone up and spun it all up, and he's looking all over his neighborhood and everything is cool and sweet. Gust of wind hits, boom. $1,000 gone in a minute. You had this toy for a minute and it got destroyed. And most of the people that I see these videos in are in domestic areas where if the drone gets lost or just flies somewhere weird, you are screwed. You can't get to it as fast and as far as it can fly, and it just disappears. And people are rude. They're not giving you your stuff back. Oh, another pro tip, buy a tile or a tracker thing and stick it to your drone, so at least you could drive around the neighborhood and find it if you're stupid enough just to fly for the first time inside your neighborhood. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. When I was a kid, my older brother, he was 16, I was 9. He got a gas remote control helicopter. Like, you know, that was like gas control boats or he got a helicopter. And boy, we thought we were the coolest kids on the block. Oh, it was great. 20 kids sitting there. My dad put the gas in it, native voyage. My dad's like, all right, look, if you wait like an hour, I'm gonna get done working on a car, we can go down to the park and do it. But all our friends were there. My brother was like, nah, we're going to do it here. It's cool. And we had a pretty big open backyard. And so my dad's like, well, you know, if we take it to a park, you know, it'll be open. It'll be more space. You know, there's too many people around here. So he made us all go sit like on the porch to get away from it. And my brother wanted to fly it, and he flew it. And it was a glorious 6 minutes. Glorious 6 minutes. Until it went up and got stuck in the tree. And when it got stuck in that tree, it was high in the tree. So my brother, all his guts and glory, climbed this tree. And it had to be at least, I want to say like 3 stories. Like, it was easily over our house. So he got almost up to it. And then he climbed back down. Couldn't reach it because it was too far. Climbed back down, got a broom. In his mind, he was going to knock it down to himself because it was right above him. He knocked it down. He caught it. He got like maybe 4 feet down from where he was. It fell out of his hand and fell and busted all up, broken. And I don't want to know how much this thing cost, but my dad was hot. He was so upset. He was mad at himself. He was mad at my brother. He was mad at me. He was mad at all the other kids that had to leave and were laughing. It was just a problem. So if you get a drone, just go out to a park. Learn how to fly. You don't just, when you want to learn how to drive, did your parents let you drive around the backyard? No, because you drive the car and crash to the house. Same principle. Use some common sense. Now, the other thing is hoverboards. I could show you thousands of videos of people flipping and flopping and busting their face over on some hoverboards like it's their job. It's insane right now. First of all, didn't you guys get the memo that half these things are blowing up and you shouldn't buy one? I wanted to buy one for my daughter so bad. But the last thing I need to hear is her mother telling me that her hoverboard caught on fire and my daughter almost died. And I got to go find somebody and kill them because I'm not suing nobody. I'm putting bullets in them. That's just the way it goes. So I didn't buy one. But everybody's got one. Went to a basketball game, you know, these young Thundercats out here, you know what I mean, 15, 16 years old, rolling around on them. And the dad's like, they act like they don't know how to walk. And I'm like, well, you the one bought it for them. What'd you think they were going to do? Walk? Why would you walk when your dad bought you a vehicle? Hey, thanks for the bike, Dad. I think I'm going to walk to the store. No, you ride the bike. So don't talk crap on your kids scooting around everywhere. You bought them to scoot around. I don't want one. I don't need one. And the only thing I would want one for is when I'm running like my Ronin DJI doing a video. It'd be nice to just swoop in and roll in. I mean, it's already a steady cam, so I don't have to worry about that. But it'd still be cool to just swoop in and not have to do anything. So that part of it would be kind of awesome. But hoverboards are stupid, waste of money. They blow up, they catch on fire. Unless you get one of the nicer ones, I guess, and you don't spend more money on it. Drones. Just practice. Drones are awesome. I want a drone so bad. My boy sat down. He's like, man, you buy everything, man. We should get a drone, man. I was like, a drone for what? You could do aerial shot. Aerial shots or what? Like, unless I'm into that kind of video scheme, and I mean, I could do some cool, fun stuff with it. Sure, but I don't know how much I'd use it. I mean, if somebody sent me a drone, I guess I'd drone it up. But right now, I don't know. There's too many problems with these drones. People keep shooting them out of the sky. I don't really need that. So the last thing I want to talk about that is important to the world in which we live is pollution. Okay? I know that you don't care about the world and the way the world works, especially if you're into gadgets and toys. Lord knows we buy so much stuff. I waste so much stuff. I've got 82 of the same cable that you could ever imagine. I got enough HDMIs to help out this whole block. 2 blocks, 3 blocks probably. I can supply everybody with HDMI. I have everything that you could think of twice. I got 4 controllers. I barely have 4 friends over playing. Like, I know we buy stuff, and I buy stuff in excess too, but this year, I'm fat, so obviously I'm not the one to stick to New Year's resolutions, but I need to stick to one, and it's probably going to be less consumption of stuff because it is insane. Have you seen China right now with all that air pollution, smog, not clean oxygen, where they've got red alerts where people can't go outside and they can't breathe? And why can't they breathe? Mostly because of the crap they make for us and the rest of the world, because we buy all the stuff from them and they have loose regulations on things, so they're killing themselves to make a buck, which is the American way, but it's also the Chinese way. But the regular people are suffering so much that a company in Canada is selling air. Vanity Air is selling air. And when they put this air for sale, the people in China who can't leave their homes on certain days because the air quality is so bad, bought them out. They are sold out of this air. Now, I've been to oxygen bars and, they try to sell you on that you can get high off of better quality oxygen. And, we have strawberry scent and lavender flavor and you can smell the taste of it. I get it. I understand that that's a thing. It's a very small thing. Not that many people use those oxygen bars or find them appealing in any which way but loose. You're better off finding a hookah bar and people want to smoke and put liquid and smoke in their lungs before they want to just breathe in regular oxygen at a premium price. But these people in China are so desperate for air that they're buying the Rocky Mountain air from Canada or wherever it's from, the Lake Waka Waka, whatever. And I'm just like, this is so sad. These people that ruin their homeland making all of our crap, they're probably the ones making the plastic and the pieces for the canisters of air to go into. For all I know, I don't think the place manufacturer, I don't know what they're doing. But they're selling air. And it disgusts me to no level that we had to sell air. And at the same time, I think to myself, I wish I was selling air and making a whole bunch of money off of people that can't breathe, because that's a commodity right now. They need air. Maybe they should cut back on the pollution that they do. Maybe they should move. I don't know. But when you have to sell air to people because they can't breathe, because they're spending all their time making our toys and gadgets and things like that, it's a huge problem. These guys made a little bucket thing that filters trash out of the ocean. It basically just floats across the top and then things slip into it because it creates a vacuum, and then trash goes in and it fills up. And then water disperses out and then just collects trash. This other kid made a thing that just glides across the top of the water and skims trash out. There's too much trash in our ocean. There's too much trash in the air. And just to let you know how screwed we are as a planet, even if we were like totally solar, totally, wind and all this kind of stuff, even just producing the batteries and the minerals that go into those battery packs is a problem, because you have to explore deep into the earth, blow things up, drill really big, and all those things create other problems environmentally to even get to the things that help us environmentally. So, and I was talking to a really smart person who made me super depressed. I'm not going to bring that to that level to you, but just know, even when you're doing good, apparently you're doing evil, and it's just rough. But we have to do something because it is insane. They're selling cans of air, and you get 150 puffs per can, and they're sitting there saying something like, oh, it just makes me feel so much better when I get to breathe in this deep puff of air. It's one puff of air. What do you think? What do you think one puff of air, what do you think one good puff of air is going to do for you per day versus not having any puff of air? But the insanity of the disgust and the distaste and the horribleness of that oxygen would make you do anything to have some kind of relief or enjoyment, I guess, like smoking a cigarette or people doing drugs. You just want something to get away from that environment you're in. But my goodness, most important thing in tech for me next year is who's finding out better ways to recycle, who's finding better ways to use energy. Those are the stocks I'll be investing in and looking forward to. Tesla made a huge jump. It went up in like a year. It went from, I was at 85. It jumped up from 85 to 226. There's money to be made. That and weed. But, that's a great renewable source. Nobody ever talks about that. Like, the real problem with them not legalizing weed is they're not legalizing hemp. Do you know what you can make with hemp? Anything. Anything that you can make with oil, petroleum-based products, you can make with hemp. You can make grown weed, but you don't know that. It don't matter. I'm just saying, whatever. That's not tech involved, but I don't even smoke weed. I don't even like weed, but I know that weed's important because we can do things with it and people like it and we can make money off of it. So bring on the money. I'm your boy, JJ Stone, aka Doctor, and I love technology. I love toys. I just need to find better ways to consume products and test products and play with products that are beneficial to the planet that I and you live on. I'm not here for long, but I got a kid and I want her to have something useful to do with herself when she gets to be my age. And just looking at China and that air situation, it's a huge problem because at some point they're going to have to shut down and not make the things that we need to get made. And then what are we going to do? I don't know. See, I started off all happy and then I got sad and then now I'm sad. So wait, is there anything else good that happened? Oh, this is cool. This kind of is neat. It made me happy. Second. So, did you see that the Chinese are developing an anti-earthquake bed? So basically when you have an earthquake, it sends the earthquake and your bed either has a trapdoor system pop up and enclose you in the bed, or you drop down into like an enclosement in the bed and there's like water and rations and all that kind of stuff. So if you're in your apartment or in your home and your house falls down on top of you, you can survive inside your canister bed for, I don't know, a week, 2 weeks, 5 days, 3 days, whatever. But that's pretty cool. I mean, I don't know how much that costs. I don't know how realistic that is, but they do have a lot of earthquakes, or if you live in California and you're paranoid, like a lot of people I do know in California are paranoid, that seems like a neat thing to do. I mean, I'm just saying, like a little, and it just automatically senses it and just traps you inside. Now, if you're claustrophobic, good Lord, this is not something that you want because you're trapped inside of a box. But I just think it's neat that people can come up with things like that because it's awesome. The real trick and problem is if the earthquake happens and you're not in the bed, let's say you fall asleep on the couch, earthquake happens and you're running to go get in the bed and it already is shut and sealed itself inside the box. That wouldn't be good. Oh, you'd be so upset. I wonder if there's like a proximity or a weight sensor that knows that you're in the bed before it just shuts off. Because I run and then jump in the bed and then it trap me in there. That would be awesome. But if I go in the bedroom and it's already locked up, we got a problem. Yeah, okay. I'm smiling. I'm happy again. So I'm your boy, J.J. Stone, a.k.a. Doctor. Happy New Year and all that good stuff. And can't wait to see you and talk to you later.